¿Qué pasa, YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today a Showdown live, and this time it's actually going to be in Pokebank OU because I've only been doing regular OU and I really want to get more into Pokebank OU, so I decided to make this pretty, I guess you could kind of say standard, a little bit basic offense team. But the main reason why I made a team like this is because I want to get the hands down of Pokebank first. So that's normally what I do with tiers. I kind of use like what's good, and then from there I can start experimenting with other lesser use things. So yeah, we have good old 4 attacks Life Orb Landers, we got Assault Vest Tornadus, we have good old Scarf Genesect. We all know Scarf Genesect. This thing is absolutely broken. Like, why is it still in this tier? We have good old Assault Vest Tapu Bulu, which I really like this set. Like, the only thing that would make this set better is if Tapu Bulu could run what's it called, ground type move. But outside of like hidden power ground, I don't think there's anything that he can learn. A superpower, actually, I think is what I'm going to try out over Stone Edge, because in the couple battles I've had in Pokebank and the couple battles I've had with this team, I don't really find myself getting Stone Edge too much, so being able to have superpower may be a little bit handy. Of course, we have good old Rotom Wash, and then finally off we have good old Blue the Mew, being able to just be one of our 2 pivot mons, or 3 pivot mons I guess you could say, with Tornadus, and just be an all-around bulky, helpful, supportive mon. So yeah guys, that is the quick run through of the team. If you do enjoy the live, then you know what to do. Let me know, for those of you who have been playing Pokebank, how you have been enjoying the tier. Like I said, I don't know much about Pokebank, so if you could point out any specific threats or any specific mons I need to watch out for, that would be greatly appreciated. Sorry, I said something and then something else. I thought something and something else came out is what I'm saying. But yeah, just let's go ahead and get this started. Alright guys, so we got the first match here, and this dude has broken Pheromosa, of course. And is this Lycanroc Dark? I want to say this is Lycanroc Dark, right? Yeah, Midnight right here. Okay, so it's not actually a Dark type. I thought this was a Dark type for the longest time, but it's not. So I can honestly just lead off with Genesect. I think there's really nothing that he has that will scare me. Yeah, I can just straight out U-turn against this Incineroar. Incineroar is actually a pretty cool Pokemon. I wouldn't mind using Incineroar on Wi-Fi. I think it would be pretty awesome, as we're going to do 0 damage to him. I wonder what he can do to Rotom. He's going to Flare Blitz, as that actually did a decent bit of damage. Like 20% is not that bad to be doing onto Rotom. Regardless though, there is no reason for him to want to stay in here. So I'm really positive that he is going to want to switch out, and then I can just safely go for the Volt Switch and we can go from there. Pheromosa could maybe be a problem, depending on the set, because Pheromosa to this team is an issue either way. That's one downside of this team, is that Pheromosa can be a huge problem. But yeah, I'm just gonna put the timer on him so he can hopefully hurry up and make a move. Alright, so he ended up staying in. Why would you stay in? Hello? I'm scared. Oh god! Oh my god! Dark is Lariat. Okay, that actually did a decent bit of damage. Okay, I'm just gonna Hurricane here, as we are gonna be able to— what? What? Incineroar the counter. Hello? I was not expecting that to live. I was not expecting that to live at all. So in comes the Gold Lissapod. I know this thing gets a new priority type move that could actually be a little problematic. I want to keep Genesect at as much HP as possible, so I'm going to just take this opportunity to switch out, as he's actually going to double switch into the Mence. Okay, so I could have just U-turned there. So this actually kind of sucks now, as he's going to Dragon Dance. Is that even a problem? That could maybe be a problem. That could maybe be a problem. So I'm going to Ice Beam here, in hopes that we are either faster than him or he doesn't have the Fire Blast. As we put down the Salamence, we are going to be able to pick up the KO. So he could easily bring in the Pheromosa now, but I'm not too sure what this can— like, can this even do anything to us? No, I don't think this can do anything to us. Yeah, so I'm gonna just switch into my Rotom. Not really too concerned about what he wants to do, as he ends up going for the Stone Edge. Does 0 damage, which is really nice, as I can just safely Hydro Pump here. He has no switch-ins to this, and this is just gonna drop unless it has Focus Sash. What? Okay. Okay, well, I don't know why he just didn't lead off with this, as he's gonna Sucker Punch there, not being able to do too much damage to us. So I should be able to just bring back in my Genesect here. So it's pretty nice that I've been able to apply pressure to him so he wouldn't be able to bring in Pheromosa, but honestly it's not even that big of an issue at this point. Even if it's his last Mon, we can still deal with it accordingly. So if he's Scarfed here, he outspeeds us. Luckily though, he's not Scarfed, and we're going to be able to U-turn, probably just sacking off the Landorus is what I'm thinking. He ends up knocking us out. Yeah, I knew he would knock us out is what I'm saying, but I don't think he should be able to knock out Landorus unless he has Ice Beam. Unless he has Ice Beam here. Oh, as he does have the Ice Beam. Okay, so maybe I should have just brought in Genesect here instead, because I'm pretty sure that we can still live a high jump kick. It's just, I thought that if he didn't have the Ice Beam, we could have kept this thing at a higher amount of HP to potentially live a hit from the Golisopod from a priority move. But it's fine, as we're going to be able to knock him out with the Iron Head. Back comes this scary Mon here, as I will be forced to switch out, and Tapu Bulu should be able to live anything that he wants to go for here, as he ends up going for the Aqua Jet. I'm gonna go straight for the Wood Hammer. I'm really not too concerned about any bug move that this thing has, and we're still adamant max attack. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so it's a good thing that we actually broke the disguise on the Mimikyu, and I think it's actually pretty funny how it says busted on there when you break its little disguise. I wonder what it actually looks like. I'm not sure, but regardless though, we're gonna be able to chew that Shadow Sneak and just nuke him with the Wood Hammer. Now he could still maybe win this match. Just with Golisopod. So I'm gonna switch into Mew. I honestly should have. The reason I didn't lead off with Mew was because I thought that he would lead off with Pheromosa. So throughout this match, I haven't been able to get up my hazard still. And if he knocks me out with the Aqua Jet here, he may actually be able to win this match, as he goes for first impression. Okay, so maybe he was banded, is what I'm thinking, because there's no other reason he should have. Yeah, because first impression only works the first time. So I'm guessing he was locked into that move. So we got a little bit lucky there. And it just, yeah, it's fine. So we're gonna get the next match here. And yeah, because he could have won with that. I don't know. Yeah, me losing my Tornadus to this Incineroar was what really put me back. So luckily Tapu Bulu just coming through, as we got another broken team here. Ooh, shouts out to him using the garbage Guzzlord. Honestly, I don't think Guzzlord is going to be OU at all. But he does have broken Rosa. No hazards though, which is nice. I don't quite want to lead with Mew, and this thing is already a bit of an issue to this squad. So I may just lead Rotom, honestly. I think Rotom looks like it's the best overall lead. Genesect wouldn't be too bad either, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna lead Genesect instead. I'm gonna lead Genesect, as he ends up leading off with this Tapu Koko. Now, unfortunately, as much as I want to go for the Iron Head, I don't think we'll quite knock him out. So I'm gonna have to go for U-turn here. And he has a very aggressive team as well, if you really look at it. So I'm gonna switch into my Tapu Bulu here, as he is gonna end up going for the save Volt Switch. I was hoping that maybe he wouldn't go for Volt Switch and turn out to be a choice variant, but as you saw there, he has Life Orb, so even if I have brought in my Landorus, then you would have been able to just hit me up with the Hidden Power Ice or a Dazzling Gleam, most likely, as his best counter to my Tapu Bulu is most likely this Aegislash or the Guzzlord, but he brings this in. What does this do to me? Why would he bring this in? What? Alright guys, so we got the match here, and this is a pretty cool looking team. I like this team. It doesn't look too overpowered, but it doesn't look quite underpowered either. So I'm not too sure what he's going to want to lead with. I still think that my best lead should either be Tornadus or Rotom, honestly, looking at this match. But I think I'm going to lead Tornadus. I'm going to lead Tornadus, as he ends up leading off with this Bruxif. What is this? I've literally never seen this. I've never seen this Pokemon till now. What is... Hold on, no. Hello? Why did I put in rank? Why did I put in rank? Okay, so slash data. This thing is actually a little bit speedy. I'm just gonna U-turn because I don't think he should be able to touch my Rotom. Should he? Psychic Fit. What? What? That's my first time seeing. I did not know this got Psychic Fang. And alright guys, so we got the first match here, and this dude's team is looking pretty cool. Okay, so it's a rain team. No hazards though, which are nice. Pheromosa, of course, is going to be a giant problem because it's a huge issue to this team. Looking at leads though, I may just lead Rotom, honestly. Rotom looks like it can pair up pretty well against anything that he would want to lead off with, so we can hopefully get this live going. But yeah, this is just a really offensively based team. Although I could have maybe lit off with Mew, it's just I'm really worried that he could have let off with the Pheromosa. So luckily he doesn't lead off with that as he ends up leading off with the Tapu Koko. I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Volt Switch as he T-Bolts. Didn't look like he took Life Orb there, so maybe he is choiced in some way? He has no safe switch-ins to my Tapu Bulu outside of maybe this Kartana. So if I can weaken Kartana, I think Tapu Bulu can definitely put in a lot of work in this match. So what I may do here is just bring in my Mew and just go ahead and get up my rocks. This way I can start pressuring him. Although he may have Rapid Spin on the Pheromosa, or he could have Defog on the Kartana. That is mainly what I'm concerned about him potentially having. So Thunderbolt does 0 to us, which is pretty decent. I will be able to just Psychic here as he's just going to T-Bolt again. So I think I may have just misplayed there, or he just got a higher damage roll. So hopefully if he doesn't get a high damage roll here again, we can live this next Thunderbolt and I will be able to just Soft Bolt here. There's a chance he could want to switch out though, not wanting to risk me living and potentially knocking him out. But yeah, so as long as he doesn't get a high roll like he did with the last Thunderbolt, we should be fine. Because he did 35 and then he does 37 here. Oh, okay. I hate this game. I hate this Pokemon game. So I'm guessing he's just choiced. Because yeah, he's just consistently spamming Thunderbolts. Like, he hasn't tried to Volt Switch, he hasn't tried to U-turn, he just keeps going for T-Bolt. And the fact that he got that paralysis actually just really sucks. So we're still Adamant Max Attack. That is still going to do a clean 27%. I was so close to wanting to go for the Superpower. As I'm just going to go ahead and probably switch into my Genesect here, seeing as he shouldn't be able to do too much to me. Yeah, Leaf Blade actually does a good chunk of damage. Okay, so he's Life Orb. That's not that bad. It's not that bad, as I will be able to just U-turn on out of here. If I had Flamethrower, this is where it would really come in handy. Unfortunately, though, I do not. So he may go for a Steel Strike here. So I'm going to bring in Rotom and just kind of pivot around him. As he actually goes for the Sacred Sword, I completely got that wrong. But it's okay, seeing as we will be able to U-turn out. Actually, Flamethrower wouldn't be too bad on Genesect, because I've been debating between Ice Beam and Flamethrower, because Ice Beam has its benefits and so does Flamethrower. And I guess maybe Flamethrower would be a little bit better, because Kartana looks like it is a bit of an issue to this squad. So we're going to try out Flamethrower on Genesect here, as he's going to bring in the Manaphy. I'm going to be able to U-turn on out of there into my Tapu Bulu, honestly, because at this point there's no way that Kartana is switching in, and I am Adamant Woodhammer. I don't care if my grassy terrain is gone, something is going to drop to me. Like, Ice Beam is not going to do anything. If he burns us with the Scald, that would be a little bit of an issue, but even then I'm not too concerned about what he wants to do, as he's going to switch into the Tapu Koko. This is just going to drop. As down it goes, that's really good. The downside to this is that, yeah, he can just bring in a Raichu now, and he could potentially go for an electric type move. I'm just gonna Woodhammer. Yeah, there's really nothing that this can do to me. He's not gonna be able to KO me. Woodhammer should just straight nuke this, as down it drops. So Tapu Bulu just putting in some work right now, which is really great. Unfortunately, he can bring in the Pheromosa now, but he actually decides to bring in the Sylveon. Okay. I should still be able to switch into this with my Tauros. I kind of want to keep Tapu Bulu around just for late. What? What? I thought it was only Eevee that could learn that move, but no. Okay. This is actually kind of terrifying. This is kind of terrifying. I have to Hurricane here, and I miss. I have to Hurricane again, and we hit! As the baton passes, this is not good. Oh, this is not good at all. Okay. What do? I'm gonna U-turn here as he surfs, and we do live. That's actually really great. That's really great. Because I can bring in Genesect here, still get the attack boost, and maybe just U-turn pivot around this. So yeah, I can still save Genesect for this match. Like, Genesect can still win me this battle. And as long as this Manaphy isn't like rain rest, we should be fine. Oh, he's timid max speed. What? Oh, hello? Okay. My man's disconnected. We lost. Like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. So I was not expecting that Sylveon set. I thought, again, I've only seen Eevee that can use that move. Like, I've only seen Eevee that can use that move, but I mean, my opponent wins if he comes back, but he DC'd, so I'm gonna claim this victory. So we got our next match here. K-Rose is raw. Oh, another Kartana. That's actually a little bit annoying, but we have Flamethrower now. So that's good. That's good. So I'm guessing this is Mega Blastoise. Shouts out to my boy Tortuga. Nice and Garbage Lord here. Looking at leads, I'm really worried about him leading off with the Pheromosa, is what I'm mainly concerned about. And if he doesn't have Defog or Rapid Spin, well, no, he's gonna have Spin on Rotom, I would assume. Actually, I think I can just lead my Rotom. Yeah, I'm gonna lead my Rotom as it leads off with Kartana. Honestly, is this even a problem? I can just Will-O-Wisp this. Although Leaf Blade would kind of hurt, I guess. I could try switching into Tornadus on this, because Tornadus should actually be faster than him. So we can kind of keep Kartana in check, if anything. I highly doubt he's gonna go for Smart Strike here. So I'm hoping to be able to maybe Heat Wave with Tornadus or force him out and I can U-turn. Because Toxapex, depending on the set, could be a pretty good switch in to Tornadus. So let's see what he's going to want to do here. Again, I'm not really too sure what he could, maybe substitute? Like, that would be a little bit annoying. But even then, that shouldn't be that big of an issue. So yeah, he's really taking his time. Where's this dude? So unfortunately, we kind of stole the victory there from Blue Vegito. But hey, Vegeta never ends up beating the main guy, so it's fine. So he is gonna leave Blade. What? That did so much damage. And he He stayed in. He actually stayed in. Just die. What? I don't understand. I don't understand why he stayed in. You have a Toxapex. The Blastoise, to an extent, is a switch in. To an extent, Blastoise is a switch in. So of course, in comes Broken Rosa here. And I'm going to be forced out into my Genesect in hopes that he doesn't high jump kick right away. As he doesn't, and he ends up going for the Ice Beam. So what I can do here is most likely just U-turn out. Not really worried about what he wants to do as he just stays in. What is he going to do? High jump kick? No, Quiver Dance. Okay. That's actually a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue, I think. Yeah, this is my first time seeing Quiver Dance Pheromosa. That's kind of interesting, I guess. So Tapu Bulu can live one hit. Unfortunately, though, we're going to have to sack off Tapu Bulu here. But yeah, so Quiver Dance Pheromosa, I don't agree with that set. I honestly think the physical set is a... I lost. I just lost. I just lost. It didn't even go for Bug Buzz and it just tricks me. Oh my god, how... Alright guys, so... What? Hello? Why did I get 2 battles? Okay. So that actually kind of sucks. Hold on, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna play both games. And hopefully we can pull out 2 W's. We're gonna pull out 2 W's. Exactly what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna leave Rotom both matches as he ends up leading off with this. I should be able to live any hit that this Tesserino wants to even go for, right? Yeah, like what does this even do to me? So he's going to lead off with the Zygarde. That is a little bit annoying, but if I can hit this with the Will-O-Wisp, it honestly shouldn't be a problem, as he's going to go for the 1000 Arrow, not doing entirely too much damage to us, as we're going to be able to burn him. And this is really good because we... Oh, he just left! He just left! He just left! So we're back to this match, as Trop Kick is going to lower our attack. This really isn't that big of an issue, because I should be able to just U-turn out here. There's no reason he should want to stay in. There's no reason you should bring in Landorus either. What? He really made this switch? I could have Hurricaned. I could have gone for the Hurricane. And then here, if I Focus Blast, he stays in. But if I hit him Power Ice, he switches out. So he's going to bring in the Araquanid. Araquanid, I think is how you pronounce it. And I don't think I have any one move to knock this out with. So I'm going to just take this chance to bring in my Rotom, if anything. Because this really shouldn't be able to do anything to me, right? Yeah, like Liquidation really isn't that big of an issue. I almost want a Will-O-Wisp here. I really want a Will-O-Wisp here. I guess I could have also kept up momentum, but he just... Why? I don't understand why he stayed in here. Okay, so I mean, I guess that did 0. Honestly, Tapu Bulu should still be able to deal with this accordingly. Like, I'm really not too concerned what this thing wants to do to me at all. Scald Burn, okay, that's a little bit annoying. So I'm just gonna knock off here, get rid of whatever. I don't know what item this thing is even carrying, but there's no reason he should want to stay in here. So I can knock off whatever comes in. Most likely the Heatran. That'll make it a little bit easier for us to deal with. As no, he actually brings in the Metagross. Okay, so we managed to get a crit there, but I am gonna be forced to U-turn on out of here because this thing could turn into a giant problem if he gets the attack boosts. So I'm gonna bring in Rotom. Rotom should be able to deal with anything that this thing wants to go for, as unfortunately he misses the Meteor Mash, and if he had hit that, he would have got the attack boost, so it's okay that he missed. And what I can do here is just Volt Switch, honestly. Like, I don't see what he can do to me here. I don't see why he would want to stay in. I can still just constantly chip him down. And then he brings in Heatran, probably expecting me to go for the Will-O-Wisp. So that's not, I guess, too bad of a play, but I don't agree with that play either. Regardless, though, I should be able to just bring in my Landorus here and safely Earth Power. I have no reason to need to risk a Focus Blast. Maybe this Araquanid is Assault Vested. That's like the only reason I would think that he took this hit so well. And yeah, this thing is Assault Vest. Why is this Assault Vest? Hello? I'm pretty sure that's not standard. So with Tornadus being burned, then he cannot consistently wear us down with any other type of move. So I'm really not too concerned about him just wanting to go for Scald here. As we knocked off Metagross. That's what he brought in. So I almost want to knock off again or just U-turn. I think I'm a U-turn. as he just stays in here. So I'm not too sure what move he is going to want to go for at this point. But I want to say Tapu Bulu should be a pretty safe switch in here. Yeah, that's doing 0. So what I can do here is safely just go for Superpower. I'm very positive that he's going to want to bring in the Heatran. I could also try and double switch back into my Tornadus. Although I guess switching into Rotom wouldn't be too bad either. I could make a risky switch into my Landorus. Maybe. No, I'm just going to Wood Hammer here. As he actually brings in Landorus. Okay, so this is still going to do a respectable amount. That did 55%. That did 55%. Can we just let that sink in? This is a Landorus, and I'm at -1. I'm not even banded, and I'm going to 2-KO Landorus. That's insane. That is insane. So down goes his Landorus. That's really great. That's one less thing to worry about. As in comes the Metagross. Unfortunately, this thing is still a nuisance. But Rotom should honestly just be able to just consistently switch into this. Like, I'm not too concerned about anything that he wants to do here. As I want a Hydro Pump. At the same time, I want to Will-O-Wisp. I think I'm going to Willow here. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp here. Because I don't see him wanting to bring in the Araquanid. I could see him maybe wanting to bring in Guzzlord. But Heatran is a little too risky at this point in the match. Yeah, so I should be able to just Will-O-Wisp here. As he does bring in the Guzzlord, luckily we don't miss. And that's really great because this thing might have just now become entirely useless to him. And unless he is Scarfed, there's no way he's going to be able to outspeed us here. So I can safely go for the Volt Switch. Probably bringing in my Mew so I can take this chance to get up my rocks. As he actually brings in the Araquanid. That's not that big of an issue. But yeah, I'm going to just take this chance to get up my rocks. I don't really care if he wants to go for the Leech Life. It's not going to be doing much. And then from there, I can just switch out into something like Genesect. And maybe even my Tornadus. As he brings in the Guzzlord. Okay. So, not too sure what he predicted here. But I'm going to taunt him because I don't want him to stockpile or substitute or something along those lines. So he ends up going for the Crunch, does nothing to us, as I should be able to just bring in my Genesect here. Not really fearing anything that he wants to do, and I should be able to just U-turn and then go from there. Yeah, I'm really not too worried about what this thing is going to want to do to me. It feels nice to just get like an actual kind of solid match because I've been getting like nothing but unlucky so far in this live. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just U-turn here. Nothing he switches in is gonna safely come in. I can potentially actually knock out Guzzlord, and even if he brings in the Heatran, I just bring in something else. I knock out the Tessarina. Oh, it lived! What? I was not expecting that to live. Does he have like Flamethrower maybe? Fire Blast even? No, just Crunch. Okay, so he's just gonna Crunch me. Okay. But yeah, I did not think that would actually live. I was at +1. Guzzlord actually does have some pretty good bulk. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So we're gonna be able to knock out the Guzzlord. And what could I bring in here? Genesect honestly isn't that bad. Mew maybe? Landorus baits in the Metagross, so I don't want that. Maybe just being able to bring in Rotom is good, because we can bring in his Tessarina. We can bait him to bring in Tessarina, and then this way I can hard switch into my Genesect as he's gonna go for a potential Leaf Blade. So that's kind of the idea right now. Yeah, because I'm not too concerned about what he's gonna want to do from there. So he does bring in the Tessarina, and I still have use for Rotom. It still deals with everything else on his team. And like I said, actually no, what I could do is probably just sack off my Tapu Bulu, because at this point I don't need Tapu Bulu. I was able to completely wreck the Landorus. I can sack off Tapu Bulu here, but he ends up spinning. I forgot that this could learn Rapid Spin. Oh, well, regardless, he should be able to outspeed us here. If he doesn't outspeed us, we're gonna smack him in the face with a Wood Hammer. Oh! Oh! That does so much damage. Does this get any form of recovery? I don't know, actually. I actually don't know. But I am going to be able to U-turn here, and we can knock out the Tessarina. If not, we can U-turn into Mew and just try to get up rocks again. So yeah, it looks like we should be able to win this match. As in comes a Heatran. I mean, nothing is living in Earth Power at this point. I guess this is where having Rock Polish would have come in handy, because I don't know if I mentioned this already, but this used to be Modest with Rock Polish, but I wanted Sludge Wave and Hidden Power Ice instead of just having to choose between one or the other. As in comes Tessarina. Yeah, this is not a switch-in. I have Sludge Wave. This is not a switch-in. I could have maybe predicted this, and I guess I could have gone for the Focus Blast, but honestly, Earth Powering was by far my best move to go for, seeing as there's really nothing that he could have done to me. And this is this is just unnecessary switching. Like, this Arachnid has been a little bit more annoying and probably more of a nuisance than it should have been. But I still think that we can easily win this match. Like, there's nothing that my opponent could probably do at this point. As it goes for the liquidation, and he gets the defense drop. That actually just really sucks. That really sucks. So I'm gonna Hurricane here. As long as I don't miss this Hurricane, it should be fine. And I should be able to clean knock him out. If we miss, then he may be able to live. Yeah, obviously he'll be able to live, but what I'm saying is that we may be able to live another hit. Maybe. Also, I find it kind of funny how they didn't crop out the little bit of white right here, because there's just a giant bit of white just sitting there. I don't know. I think that's just pretty funny. As it lives! What? This Arachnid needs to go. This thing has been an even bigger issue than it honestly should have been. I can't right now, man. My brain is just... This battle, just getting hacks and just finding all these unlucky matches, man. I think I need a break. I think I just need to take a little break from Mons for a moment. So we are in a bit of a bad spot, because if I bring in Landorus, he brings in Mega Gross. I bring in Genesect, he can then just bring in Heatran. So my opponent may be able to win here. He can still maybe win this match. Although we do have Flamethrower, but yeah, we're not going to be able to touch not Genesect, but we're not going to be able to touch Heatran regardless of what we want to do here. So I'm just going to U-turn out, probably into Rotom, seeing as that is my best. Actually no. I'm going to make a really aggressive play here, and I'm going to bring in my Landorus. Oh, what? I did not think he had Fire Blast. I did not think he had Fire Blast. What? And then he crits me. And then... Oh. I lost. I probably could have lived that and maybe still won with Genesect. So yeah, so just got really unlucky, man. What? Oh, I don't know what to say, guys. That was just a series of just very unlucky, unfortunate events. So if you guys did enjoy this kind of different live, I guess, then make sure to hit the like button down below, guys. With that being said, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully with a better live and where I just don't get utterly hacked and just get so unlucky. Alright guys, later.
Because my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.